Hello, there are 1001 desktop options for Linux, but here are the most popular ones and what they say about you. Yes, this is a follow-up to that video, so prepare yourselves.
KDE Plasma.
The K in KDE stands for correct. You like a nice mix of functionality, eye candy and usability. Plasma is powerful but simple to use. You might come across as boring, but you are right.
Gnome.
Yes, I am pronouncing it gnome. You are either a bit boring and don't want to change the default desktop environment, or you're a recovering Mac fanboy. And as for the latter, we will be covering Pantheon, don't worry. I don't think you like to rock the boat too much, even when you should.
Cinnamon.
You really like Linux Mint, or you like to keep things simple, and not in the gnome way, in the I do everything through a web browser kind of way, and you know what? You're right. I think you are really chill.
XFCE.
You want a functioning desktop, but your desktop isn't that powerful. You're resourceful and constantly in charge shops looking for donated tech, and you know what? You work miracles. That, or you want your system to look like Windows 95 or Mac System 7, and you know what? You like the classics, fair dues.
LXQT.
You work your tech to the bone. You still have desktop towers old enough to be in high school and they are functional. You are constantly watching your RAM usage, but you want a desktop environment rather than a window manager. You are the type of person who does not like to upgrade your tech because that means spending money, and you are frugal.
In the name of God, now I know what it feels like to be God.
Pantheon.
You use elementary OS, which means you like Mac OS's design but can't afford a Mac, or maybe just don't want one because of Apple. Even if you use Pantheon outside of elementary OS, I think you're even more of a recovering Mac fanboy than the gnome people.
Hyperland.
Hyperland is interesting. You're either a show-off who likes posting on Unix porn, or God's most uwu transfem, the latter of which is ironic because the development community for Hyperland is toxic. Like openly transphobic group of teenagers, toxic. As long as you don't interact with those people, I guess you're fine because Hyperland is actually okay once you have it set up, as long as you ignore the fact that it's run by 4chan's dev team. It is the desktop equivalent of Wagner. Just say it was developed by Hatsune Miku, that's how I deal with it.
Sway/i3.
You are what the Hyperlanders think they are. Like, Sway and i3 are basically the same, except one is on Wayland and one is on X11. But the genuinely impressive setups I have seen come from these two window managers. You're skilled, you're smart, and you keep things light.
Mate.
You remember Old Gnome. You miss Old Gnome. This is basically Old Gnome, and you know what? It's good. You like to be traditional, but you also move to the times. I remember when Gnome was good, and if this was not exclusively on X11, I might move to it.
Why are you like this?
You terrify me and baffle me in ways I cannot describe. If this is your daily driver, you are, in my opinion, like the guy who plays FPS games with a recorder.
Deepin.
你好，很高兴看到你的 VPN 运行正常。你现在或曾经在中国生活过，你在一家只在中国运营的公司从事技术方面的工作。有趣的是 ，Deepin 是由一家位于武汉的公司开发的。另外，你知道 Deepin 包含间谍软件吗？我不确定政府会怎么看待你观看 YouTube。
Neri.
You don't like tiling window managers because you don't like when windows are sized in funny ways, and you don't like the disorganization of floating window managers. You have systems within systems that you have set up to keep everything organized lest everything falls into chaos, and you know what? Fair.
Xmonad.
You have been working in tech a long time, and you do not do bells and whistles. You do not do wallpapers, you do not do graphical user interfaces, you do not do bloat. You barely accept a graphical web browser. You have 6 monitors, all of them 4:3 ratio, and all of them are displaying a terminal program of some description. Your granddaughter walks in. Grandma wants to know if you want a cup of tea, she asks. Also, I got a high score in the latest module of my computer science degree. What was the module? You ask. UI design. The only way you could be less disappointed is if she was appearing at the fucking Hague.